Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite tips and tricks video. In today's video, we're going to be analyzing this high kill win that I got. I end up getting a 17 kill win. Some people like when I say the kills at the start, others don't really care, but I want to let you guys know this is a pretty impressive 17 kill solo win. Going to be analyzing each and every move that I make because you guys love these analyzation videos and talking about how to get high kill solo wins. I think you guys will 100% learn some things from today's video and enjoy it. If you guys could smack a like on this video, I'd really appreciate that. Let's go for 805 likes. That would be amazing if we could hit that. Smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're at 339,000 subscribers. I think the growth has been insane. On that road for 350k, and then just to keep going. So if you want to join the community and you're not already subscribed, be sure to click that subscribe button. Or if you don't have a YouTube account, make one real quick. Subscribe. I would really appreciate that if you would join our community over here. It's been absolutely amazing and it's been so much fun. I'm having just a great time making Fortnite content on a game that I'm absolutely loving at this moment, even with all the changes. So let's talk about it, okay? First of all, I go tilted. People know this by now. You should probably know this. This gameplay, by the way, was from like one day before the update with the new build and tilted, so it is a pretty new gameplay. But there were some slight changes since I got this. But if you want high kills, you need to go to tilted towers. That's basically the #1 rule. If you want to push yourself to be the best player, if you want to get high kills, if you want to get better at building, get better at fighting, tilted towers is the place to do it. I mean, you don't really work on building as much, but that's the place to make yourself a better player. If you want to go for consistent wins, tilted is not the place to be. But if you want to make yourself a better player, that's the place to go. So you can see here, I get off to a pretty good start. Right there, I get 2 kills because I third-partied that fight. As soon as you hear 2 people shooting, and it's pretty easy to tell when you can hear that because they're going to be shooting different weapons. Each weapon has a unique sound, and usually no one just shoots for no reason unless they're shooting at a guy way off in the distance. I run over to that fight just in time. If I was 5 seconds later, I wouldn't have gotten both of those kills. I might not have even gotten one. So I'm able to third party that fight is what I call it. If you guys don't know, third party is basically when 2 people are fighting and you're the third party, you show up and I'm able to take that out. So right here I only have 100 HP. I see that there's a guy in there. So I want to go for this chest, but I also want to kill this guy, right? So I block off this wall. I go for the chest looking for some shields, and luckily I do find a shield. So I want to pop this shield. I want to get out of here, but unfortunately this guy puts the pressure on, which was a good move on his part. So the reason why I block myself in like this with a wall and then a ramp is it's basically 2 layers of protection, which is pretty smart. Now, I decide to make my move. I hit him there for pretty low damage, a total around 100 damage, and then I'm like, I could have chased him down there, but I'm already low and I know my positioning, so I'm going to play it smart. I'm going to shield up, heal up, and then sort of push him at my own pace, of course, because when you're going for high kills, you want to challenge every single fight. At the same time, you don't want to die. So that's why I pop the shield. I don't pop the med kit though, because I don't want to let this kill get away. Of course, the med kit would be great to give me 26 health, but I popped the shield, which was 5 seconds for 50, a lot better than 10 seconds for 26, and I'm able to eventually chase this guy down, find him right here, hit him, boom, boom, with the double shotgun. Now, at this point in the game, the dual pistols, I was using them a little bit today. They're absolutely amazing, and they might be the new meta for close range, but shotguns are still great. Right here, I have 0 materials. First thing you want to do when you have 0 materials is find yourself a building. But the reason I do a pump into the heavy's a better shotgun, does more damage, better fire rate, but it has a faster pullout time. So if I'm double pumping, basically, one's a normal pump, one's a heavy, you want to put the blue in front of the real pump in front of the heavy pump, just so that when you shoot that one and then you switch over to the heavy, it comes out quicker and you get that full-on double effect. Now, one thing you don't want to do, which I will mess up on sometimes, but you pretty much don't want to do it, is you do not want to switch back from the heavy to the normal pump because that pullout time is much slower. So at this point I realized, okay, that guy's out there, but I can't really push him straight on because of the fact that I have no materials. I hear people fighting out here, and your listening is such a major key in this game, especially at tilted towers. It's never more important than tilted towers. Jump down here, hit him with the double pump, and as you guys can see, even if it takes more than 2 shots to kill people, which it will a lot of the time, stay locked in with that heavy to be able to finish that off. And we have a pretty decent start. 6 kills at 37 left. This is nothing world record breaking or insane. This is a pretty standard good start, I would say, off of tilted towers. And at this point, there's still some stuff going down at tilted towers. I'm pretty pretty good on shields, on heals. I mean, I don't have that much extra shields because if I get popped here, I have a med kit, which is good, but that I'd have to get hit pretty hard to go down to my regular health and need that med kit, and I only have one mini that would give me shield. So at this point, I kind of want to loot up a little bit more and also just make sure all of Tilted is cleared. Make sure I just loot everything. So I go over here, I check for chests. This is a secret. Most people should know about this spot by now. You can hear this chest. You don't have to go down there to check it every time. And boom, I get blessed. You know, this game is a huge skill gap. There's a huge skill gap. It's a lot about skill. But especially in the early game and with chests, it's a lot about luck. As you guys can see, I'm getting insane stuff this game. I got the gold heavy, and now when you have 2 heavies, you can go back and forth all you want. Bada bing, bada boom. Absolutely insane. I got some extra shields. I'm looking Gucci right now. I also have the gold burst, which I've been liking a lot more lately. I may have underrated that on my weapons list. People were saying I did. And I think I might have. This thing is amazing if you can get the hits down. This guy runs into the building. Now, I want to chase this guy down, but I want to do it smartly. Is that even a word? But I want to be smart about it, basically. I'm not even sure if that's a word. And basically push those corners slowly because that's where the things can really get iffy. On those corners, he had right-hand advantage on me, so his peeking angle was better than mine. But I decided I have the heavy shotguns. I want to force fights. At this point, I want to force fights to either be super long range, where the gold burst comes in handy, or like a pretty long range, or force fights to be up close where I can do this with the double heavy. And that's why I'm full out pushing this guy. He didn't seem to be the best player, and I'm playing to my strengths. You have to play to your inventory loadout as well as your health and shields. At this point, I'm maxed out on health. I have 2 big pots, 3 minis, and a great shotgun loadout, as well as 2 jump pads. I have a crazy good loadout, which you're going to get most games. Of course, it comes down to luck when you loot, but it doesn't come down to luck that the more kills you get, the better loot you're going to get, because when you kill someone, you get every single thing they had in their inventory. So that's why I'm pushing the tempo here. I'm pushing this guy. I know that I have a great shotgun layout. Hit him right there. I see white numbers, and when you see white numbers, you know they're very weak. This guy tries to make a run for it, and of course, I'm putting up the pressure. At this point, I don't want to let him get away. I want to chase him down while he's weak. How I'm able to track this guy is basically based off footsteps. I hear the footsteps stop, and basically just common sense would say that he went underneath of these stairs there, so I'm able to take him out. Now it's quickly changed. From 6 kills, I'm now at 9 kills in Tilted. And for high kill games, I talked about this in my last video, talking about how to get high kill games. What really matters is the fact that you can get early game, you have to go all out for kills, Tilted Towers, of course. Mid-game, it's sort of luck, up to luck. Like, I was lucky people decided to push Tilted there, and I was able to find people mid-game. And then late-game, you're able to push and play your own tempo, because late-game, the game really, really slows down. It's by far the slowest part of the game, because people have invested time, they've looted up, they've got kills, they don't want to die. Everyone wants to get that victory royale. Here I see this guy shooting at me from such a distance, and the only reason I take this fight is because I see those white numbers when I first hit him. So I'm like, hey, if I tap in with another burst here, this can be a free kill. And while this is kind of a silly fight, if you're going for high kills, why, you know, I'm gonna try to take it. I got those numbers that I hit him for 22 because of course the damage drop off, and he falls off the mountain. I unfortunately don't get kill credit for that because I didn't directly make him fall, even though I hit him before. And then I get pulled up on this guy. Once again, I'm pushing my tempo. I'm playing to double heavy. If you have bad shotguns in your inventory, keep the fights at a distance. If you have good ones, play up close and personal. I build and I get the height advantage on this guy. And immediately when I have a second, I'm going to pop this shield because why not? 50, it's going to make me back to 100. I have height advantage. There's no reason for me to really drop down until I know exactly where he's at. So anyway, I see another guy, and that's why I decided to drop down, because this guy over here is basically fighting, and there also is, there's just a bunch of stuff going down. I see the other guy up on the mountain, and at this point, when you see multiple enemies in your frame, you have to isolate them. I rush that guy, I get the shot in, and I'm able to kind of take that kill from the other guy, or third party that fight. I mean, it was kind of, he was just sandwiched. Then I'm immediately rushing the next player because I know there might still be, you know, guys behind me. I want to force this fight on the next one. Of course, I see when you see those white numbers, that means that you're hitting them for the green health bar. If you see blue, you're hitting them for shield, obviously. If you see white, you're hitting them for health. And that's how quick, easy math skills. You don't have to be an expert mathematician, and you can figure out what you're hitting them for and what you want to do. At this point, 8 people left, and I have 11 kills. So at this point, it's all up to how you want to play it. If you want to get high kills, you're going to have to force the tempo, and you're going to have to rush more people. people. I sacrifice the big pot for the RPG here because it is a purple RPG, which is great. Also, I feel like when I have so much materials, the RPG becomes more valuable because the RPG is great when you have a height advantage. And when I have this many materials, of course, I can go up higher than them and basically get the height advantage. There, I shut that door again because I don't want to leave scars out for people to have. Whenever you see shields or scars or stuff that you don't need, but you know other people would love to have it, you might as well just build a wall, block it off, and just, because you're going to have to, at some point, run up against that loot in the game. That's just how Battle Royale works. You're either going to run up against the guy who grabbed that, or the guy who killed the guy who grabbed that. I see this guy just walking with a shopping cart, and I one-tap him. I don't really know what he was doing, but you're going to find some people like that. He had absolutely nothing in terms of loot. Just a weapon. I don't know if he was looking for the nearest grocery store, if he was trying to, I don't know what he was doing. He was walking around with a shopping cart. It looked like he was looking for the nearest grocery store, but I was able to take him out. At this point, I recognize, okay, 7 people left, and I see a guy up here. So I use the jump pad because I have 2 of them. Might as well push the temple and be able to get up here a bit quicker with that one jump pad. Unfortunately, I did it a bit too low, and as soon as I get up here, I build, and I make sure I'm above him right away. Now, these 2 people, I'm assuming these people are teaming because look how they're playing. At this moment, I immediately recognize these 2 players are probably teaming up, and I take the choice that, you know what, I'm going to fight. Yeah, these guys are most likely teaming up. Let me know, what do you guys think in the comments? Do you think this was a coincidence, or do you think these guys were teaming up? I wait for this guy to drop down, and then boom, once again, the double heavy takes the advantage, and now I have to take out his buddy. So at that point, if I wanted to win the game, when I saw they were teaming up, I would simply run away. But I'm going for high kills, so how unfortunate that those guys were teaming up in solos, but why not take them both out? I was confident, and I had the height advantage, and I took that fight and was able to get 2 kills. Let me know in the comment section, do you guys think those guys were teaming up? Do you think that was just a coincidence? I'm pretty confident they were, but I guess you never know. Sometimes people can just be clueless, and at this point, 4 players left. I have a jump pad. I'm trying to locate my next target. Now, I have 150 health, which is, as long as you have 150 or 200, that's where, like, I feel comfortable. Now, I was looking to use my next jump pad, but I was like, there's no reason to when my other jump pad is right here. You can always reuse that one, so I walk right over him, and I see another guy, and when it's the top 4 situation, you want to isolate fights and take out the good players as quick as you can. So I bounce pad over to here. I see this guy over at the gas station, not really sure what he's doing, and you see how I always double ramp up, reinforce the ramp to give myself the advantage. So I try to get some shots in right there. I hit him for a decent amount. Now, you can tell immediately just based off the skin, I guess, a little bit. I think, what skin is this guy's? Omega or something like that. But mainly based off how fast he builds, this guy knows what he's doing. Now, I can't tell if he's a good player, a great player, or an expert player, but I know he knows what he's doing, and that means I'm going to have to play it smart. Now, he tries to poke me on this side. Unfortunately, I was a bit too late with those shots, and I decided to push the temple because of a few reasons. Number 1, look at the storm. I see the storm. Of course, I'm not worried about it too much because I have the jump pad, but I want to get this fight done, and I want to get it done before the storm comes in and pushes us, because that can make it kind of awkward. He could, you know, I could jump pad out, he could jump pad behind me, get a good angle on me, or before a third party shows up. So right here, I'm always building up. You want to match them, basically mirror them. Whenever they build up, you build up. They build up, you build up. And as long as you can do that, you should try to stay up there. He then shoots me down, which I take quite a bit of damage there. I kind of built a little bit too high. I didn't really plan for that. But at this point, I'm low. I'm 105 health total, you know, with health and shield, basically just health. They work pretty much equally, except health is for fall damage in the storm. Other than that, to bullets, it does the same. So I build up once again, and I get the height advantage. Now, unfortunately, I check. I don't have any sort of heals that I can use at this point. So I'm like, okay, I got to play this kind of smart. I see an angle on him with the RPG. I hit it, and then I drop down safely to check out his loot. Now, at this point, I'm looking for heals from this guy. I want some sort of heals. I wasn't able to find it. Anyway, I make my way in. I'm able to find some different health, some bandages, as well as an apple, I think is why I got to 80 health. And then, you know, I skipped in the gameplay because it was basically just slow points of me looking for loot through all the houses in Pleasant Park. Now, it was top 3 situation. I see this guy, and I hit him. I want to take out this fight. I want to kill this guy. I'm noticing at this point, you know, it's quick math. 3 people left. I'm one of them, so there's 2 other players that are existing right now. And, of course, then I can, this could be a 60 or 17 kill win. if I'm able to take out both of them. So I'm looking for this guy. I'm trying to locate where he's at. I'm basically just using sound. He hops in on me. I missed the first shot, but luckily the double heavy comes in clutch for me. It's a lot quicker than his double pump, and I'm able to take him out. I heal up, and then at this point I was kind of looting because there was a vending machine that needed 400 metal for a slurp, which would have been perfect. And I'm looting, trying to get a vending machine, and this last guy comes out of nowhere, and immediately first thing is I want to build up and use what I have to my advantage. Now I know I'm not that healthy, 130 health, not bad, but I want to build up and I want to get an angle on this guy with the RPG. That's what I'm trying to do. At that point, I'm just guessing. I hear him below me. I don't locate him with my eyes, but I'm trying to just build up where it's not too high where I'll take fall damage, but where I can try to get an angle on this guy. And this is how you should play with the RPG. Height advantage with RPG is a major key. I get a hit marker there. Unfortunately, I didn't see how much I hit him for, but it looked like if you're hitting them with the RPG, you're doing big damage, right? So that's why I choose to drop down. I play it kind of safe. I drop down. I see this guy, double pump to take out his walls, and I hit him again, and oh my gosh, I almost died there because I had such low health going into the fight. I had to do that. I played it right. He hit a nice headshot on me. I think it was a headshot. Yeah, it must have been. But I was able to win with 4 health. And that's how you get a high kill game. You have to play risks. You have to play and push tempo and push fights that you don't want to do. But you also have to be aware of your inventory and health. And that's how you can play high kills and also get the win. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Have a great night. And I'm out. Peace.